To the people at Roblox, you guys need to be shut down and arrested for your actions, and your behavior, and your lies, to let people who have been called PIDs, and have been not called out for what they have been doing. Also, the fact you guys are not dealing with this is legal, and should be dealt with as someone who doesn't use your services. I will never let my future kids let you have my kids. F off, and you both of you are all PIDs, and this is also happening to people who are disabled too, and don't know, and people have been saying to you guys, but do you listen to no, you just put it under your rugs. You're also dox people who have been harassed by your department staff. Now a vid.
Last week, we told you about the online extremism network 764 that sexually exploits kids. The group uses gaming platforms like Roblox to target vulnerable children. The developers of that game are now facing mounting criticism and a string of lawsuits over child safety concerns. Our Terry Fikowski spoke with a Calgary teen who has been targeted on that platform and believes it should be doing more to protect kids like her.
It's a wildly popular game where more than 111 million monthly users can play and create in virtual worlds. That includes a Calgary teen who joined Roblox when she was 8 years old, but now he thinks 11 million monthly user game where more than 111 million monthly users can play and create in virtual worlds. That includes a Calgary teen who joined Roblox when she was 8 years old, but now at 17 recognizes she was being preyed upon by online predators.
As soon as you join, there's like a group of them all there waiting.
CTV is not identifying the teen for her safety. She's previously been doxxed, where users shared her and her friends' personal information, flooding them with hateful messages.
Your Instagram, social media, anything like that, and then just tell everyone to go after you.
She says she's frequently approached by older adult users who make sexual comments or try to pressure her to take drugs, but has been lucky not to fall victim.
I've known people that have committed suicide because of people harassing them over Roblox.
It's stories like that leading to lawsuits against developers, including the state of Louisiana, which sued Roblox last week, accusing it of creating an environment where predators thrive and victimize kids. The platform refutes the claims in a statement saying, "The assertion that Roblox would intentionally put our users at risk of exploitation is categorically untrue," adding it has implemented rigorous safeguards to help protect our community. But many tech experts believe developers could be doing more.
Platforms that make money off children ought to spend money on protecting children. They have a moral responsibility to have a security department that's watching for the bad stuff and shutting it down, because they can shut it down.
The Canadian Centre for Child Protection says it's seeing an increase in reports involving Roblox, with more than 130 this year alone.
This is still the tip of the iceberg. There are often very many cases that are going unreported where kids are being contacted by those that are seeking to offend against them.
Corporal Heather Bango with Southern Alberta's Internet Child Exploitation Unit says if your kids are online, they need to know the risks.
Wherever there's kids, there's predators. It is more about educating them about how to stay safe online.
For the Calgary teen, the damage has been done, but she hopes speaking out will spark change.
I just think that Roblox really needs to change its policies and do better.
And Terry's here with us now. Okay, you reached out to Roblox, so what did they say?
Well, Tara, Roblox did not respond to our request for comment for this story. However, it has recently added some additional safety measures amid some of the backlash that's received, including a new AI system to detect predatory language in chats, in addition to some parental protection options.
Okay, so on top of those parental protection options, then what should mom and dads at home be doing?
Well, the Canadian Centre of Child Protection says you want to monitor what your child is doing. So you want to try to familiarize yourself with the platform, see who they're talking to, and set up those privacy settings, specifically around age. It stresses sharing the online risk with your kids, including the permanent impact of sharing images online, and encourage them to report anything suspicious to a trusted adult. Now, Dr. Thomas Keenan, who we just heard from in the story, warns that we're not going to out-tech kids. We need to empower them to protect themselves. And he said, so when you say to your kid that they can mow the lawn, you tell them if you stick your hand under the lawnmower while it's running, you're going to get hurt. Same thing with playing games online. There's going to be some dangers there. So, Tara, we've shared some online safety resources for parents on our CTV Calgary website.
Okay, Terry, thank you.
Hi, welcome in. I make guests smile.
Behavior to come and tell us. So
Roblox is a place where we filter all the text and the voice, where we monitor for critical harms, where there's no image sharing or any of the things that might happen from that.
I want to start off by saying that we all want to keep Roblox safe. We share this view, and we know that there's members of our community who feel strongly about that too. And you know what? We welcome this as part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer.
I want to highlight we have always had safety as one of our top priorities, and we're not waiting for the law or legislation. We've innovated with age estimation on our own because we want to keep people on our platform.
situation is kind of crazy.
Everybody go donate to this boy Schlep.
This is probably the worst decision this company has ever made.
Hashtag free Schlep on God. Yeah, they actually need Schlep. I'm wishing Schlep the best.
Roblox, you need to do something. There's gotta be something done. Nobody at Roblox listens to us. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated.
Why should we support a platform that is taking steps to prevent predators from getting caught?
Roblox has just lost $12 billion in market value following their response to their cease and desist letter against me. Just for context, I'm someone who's gotten 6 predators within their community arrested in real life. That loss, though, isn't on me. It's a direct result of Roblox's own response to its child safety crisis. Instead of addressing the real issues, Roblox has doubled, tripled, even quadrupled down. They put out statements after statements painting me and my team as reckless vigilantes while claiming that their platform is safe, when it absolutely is not. People are just seeing through this, and that's why a huge movement has started online called Free Schlep. It's been trending everywhere. Multiple members of Congress have now called out the company's child abuse problem, and the Attorney General of Louisiana has filed a giant lawsuit against the company for, and I quote, prioritizing user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. The day after the Attorney General's lawsuit was filed, Roblox's market value dropped by $12 billion. In response, the company scrambled to roll out new policies targeting the very not safe for work games featured in the lawsuit and my video, like for instance bathroom simulators. Mind you, the community has been calling out these games for years now, but still, even after everything, instead of removing these blatantly inappropriate experiences, Roblox simply slapped a 17+ label on them. They also launched a ban wave against some of the worst games they've knowingly hosted for years, games that have led thousands of children to getting extorted and worse. Roblox's actions are nothing more than damage control for the problems they've allowed to fester when the entire community was screaming at them to fix these problems, and the community saw that killing the messenger was an act of war. Shortly after these changes, Roblox released a video so bad that it was community noted on Twitter twice. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, Matt Kaufman, the chief safety officer of Roblox, and Eliza Jacobs, the senior director of product policy, did a 45-minute tech talk. Most of this is just corporate jumbo, but they go ahead and respond directly to their vigilante policy. Before I show this, I want you to remember, I'm the only person that Roblox has targeted with this vigilante policy that they just created. Not even my team was moderated or given any legal letter. I begged for a clear line and even offered to keep much of my work private to help, and I'm no way obligated to do that, but instead, they went straight after me, moderating my accounts and sending a cease and desist before I could even react to the policy. And let's be clear about one thing, I'm not a vigilante. That means I'm taking the law into my own hands. We work with law enforcement, which is why we have arrests. Roblox refuses to say my name because they'd have to acknowledge those arrests. But make no mistake, they're responding to the outrage, which is about me, and this is what they had to say about it. They first start off the interview by talking about how vigilantes started out as a good thing.
Both inside of Roblox, and I think that there are lots of people outside of Roblox who really have the best intentions and the welfare of our community at heart. We all want to keep Roblox safe. And you know what? We welcome them in part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer. And we have members of the community in these vigilante groups that started off in a really good place. They started off by saying like, hey, they're reporting on issues on Roblox. They're talking about how we could do better. And you know, we paid really careful attention.
This statement is just laughably hilarious. If Roblox is really paying attention, then what about when my mom emailed you guys about my own case? What did you do then? Nothing. Actually, you kept paying the guy for years afterwards until you were literally forced to do something about it. If what Roblox was claiming was actually true, them listening to the community, why are the biggest content creators leaving your exclusive YouTuber program in protest of how you're moderating your platform?
Yes, this is why I switched to injection-free weight loss.
I was eating healthy, working out every day, and nothing would budge. I've lost, I think, 22 or 23 pounds at this point.
I noticed that my weight was really starting to creep up, and I just wasn't happy with the way that I looked. I have lost around 20 pounds.
Diet, exercise, I felt like I had tried everything. Finally, I stumbled across hers and thought, what do I have to lose? I have lost so far just over 35 pounds.
Weight Loss by Hers offers access to oral medication kits. Simple, all-in pricing. Ongoing care included at no extra cost. Free shipping right to your door if prescribed. Through Hers, your weight loss plan is personalized to your goals. Plus, you get access to unlimited messaging with a licensed medical provider. No insurance required, no
platform. And I'm gonna actually bring up something later in this interview to show you how much of a joke this is. This here is Meep City, one of the most controversial games on Roblox. Precraft, one of the largest Roblox YouTubers, joined this game and within 4 seconds was exposed to not safe for work content. The community has been complaining about this game for almost a decade now, but Roblox has still continued to leave this game up in platform. But CEO David Baszucki mentions this game by name, and here's their philosophy on this.
Yeah, I can see some of our community naming experiences on Roblox and just say take it down, take it down, take it down. I'd say examples could be Meep City, for example. T-share, like why should that be up? Should that be down? Like what's up?
I think one thing that's really challenging on this global immersive interactive platform is that we have content created by developers and creators and content created by the community, by the users that are in that game. And one thing that we really try to do is be fair to our developers and to not moderate them for the behavior of their users.
How is this a crazy math problem? This is so simple. The creator of this game wants these people in their game. How is this even controversial?
YouTube's biggest lawyer just exposed David Baszucki, and it's insane. So make sure to like and subscribe if David Baszucki needs to go to jail. Before we discuss this brand new update to the situation,
this is happening on other game too. OMGI, what will happen? Study kids who have been obsessed for years and still have been attracted by your development staff, and you guys have done nothing.
Over 5 million views. Eventually, though, Roblox had enough of him making the platform look bad, and what they did was not what you'd imagine. But before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now to help me hit 50,000 users to move conversations off platform. Now this is interesting to say the least. Engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations is an interesting label to put on using decoy accounts with fake aliases and no actual minors involved to catch predators on the platform. Sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information to pass on to law enforcement is definitely an odd thing to call out Schlep for in a case of catching predators on a kids game. And directing users to move conversations off platform is, I don't know bro. And all of this is being done to try and capture these disgusting individuals. However, as the statement goes on, it gets even worse and they say so much more out-of-pocket stuff. Roblox is committed to aggressively combating illegal and harmful conduct, including child exploitation, through a dedicated and sophisticated team of safety professionals, advanced moderation systems, and partnerships with law enforcement agencies. For example, Roblox proactively reports harmful content to the NEMC, the designated reporting entity for the public and electronic service providers regarding suspected child exploitation. Further, Roblox maintains direct communication channels with NCMEC and agencies like the FBI for immediate escalation of serious threats that we identify. Now this is a load of bogus. They've actually made virtually no reports. If you guys take a look at this chart which shows all of the different big companies and their reports compared to Roblox, Facebook has made millions in 2024, whilst Roblox made 20,000 despite similar user numbers. If Roblox was in any way, shape, or form taking this seriously, they wouldn't have made 20,000 reports. It would be more like 500,000. It almost feels like Roblox is just taking the piss out of this and that they don't care about predators on their platform at all, and you'll believe that more as this video goes on. The statement continues, whilst Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox's established safety in the gaming platform. And then it says, this legal action against Schlep comes as his removal has sparked the viral #FreeSchlep movement, garnering millions of views and prompting a major Roblox influencer to quit the company's creator program in protest. Crime journalist Chris Hansen has contacted Schlep about participating in an upcoming documentary investigating Roblox's handling of child safety issues. And then it gets a whole lot worse as they say, a survivor's mission becomes a legal target. Schlep's anti-predator work stems from his own traumatic experiences as a Roblox user. Between ages 12 and 15, he was groomed by a prominent Roblox developer who had an official company
And the little preview of the message said, I don't mean this in a threatening way, but, which is like the most
merchandise distributed nationwide and contracted directly with Roblox for platform events. The developer sent Schlep graphic violent content for and engaged in inappropriate sexual conversation. It continues, when my client attempted suicide and was hospitalized, his mother contacted Roblox seeking help. Roblox was unresponsive until she threatened legal action. Only then did they engage, only to claim that the abuse happened on another platform, despite the predator being a contracted Roblox developer who the company promoted at events. And it only gets even more disturbing. The developer who groomed Schlep was eventually banned from Roblox, but only years later after another female developer reported sexual abuse. Roblox had continued paying and promoting the predator throughout Schlep's entire ordeal. It is obviously so messed up that Schlep's predator, the person who groomed him, a prominent Roblox developer, was covered for by the platform because they just didn't want to get rid of him for the money. It took the threat of legal action for anything to be done. They don't care about anything besides the consequences, whether it be legally or financially. To them, this cease and desist letter against Schlep is literally just a tool to get him to shut up. It is a PR tool, and it only gets a whole lot worse. Proven results trigger corporate backlash. Working with established predator catching organizations, including Predator Poachers and EDP Watch, Schlep's team achieved a remarkable success rate. 6 arrests from 7 real-life confrontations with suspected predators initially contacted through Roblox. And this is something no one will talk about. Schlep's operation was incredibly successful, and it was very ethical. He did it the correct way by the book, and actually got a lot of people who were doing disturbing things in trouble. However, the situation hits a brand new low with what the statement says next. Rather than addressing the safety vulnerabilities Schlep exposed, Roblox updated its terms of service to specifically target vigilante groups and banned him from the platform. The company then escalated with legal threats under the Computer Fraud Act, the same statute used in Roblox's shameful lawsuit against another prominent critic, Ruben Sim, who was also recently retained blah 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 law firms. Now this is another thing that's very important to address. The fact that Roblox isn't just doing this once. They've done it to Ruben Sim beforehand, a prominent YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, who made a plethora of videos and even his own operations, let's just say that, trying to combat Roblox's horrible moderation system. Ruben Sim is also someone who's rallied against these predators, and they're doing the exact same thing to Schlep. They do not care about any of the real issues with their platform and just want to silence anyone who criticizes what's really going on. And as the statement goes on, it exposes just how bad the problem's really gotten. Instead of thanking someone who is protecting children and working with law enforcement, Roblox is trying to silence him with the same legal intimidation tactics they've used beforehand. This pattern suggests a company more concerned with suppressing criticism than addressing the
This is not okay. I am sick of you asshole. Also you have been saying you're going to deal with it, but you don't want, because you're going through all the trouble with such as doxing people who getting hurt from your actions, and your app also Schlep was trying to help. I'm done with you guys. Anyone who is watching, please shut down Roblox.